Hey there, Rio Rancho. Tony Legendry with Legendry Properties here with December 2018's Rio Rancho market update on residential homes here in Rio Rancho. Want to give you just a quick synopsis. I'll try to keep this under 5 minutes. And if you're interested in what the market's going to do in 2019, maybe on a local basis and on a national basis, click the link below, visit the blog. We've got a video on what's to come in 2019, especially on a broader view of what's going on nationally with interest rates and home inventory and what sellers and buyers should expect. But here today, we'll just be talking about Rio Rancho in particular. Pen to sales ratio is one of the first ratios that we always like to look at. It really measures the demand for the homes on the market. It essentially says how many homes that are currently on the market already have a contract on them for purchase. So how many homes are potentially already taken by the buyers that have been looking. 39.1%. So 39, a little over 39 out of 100 homes that are currently on the market already have a contract for purchase and are unavailable to purchase for those buyers that are looking right now. Anything above 20% in a pen to sales ratio really points to a seller's market and really shows a high demand for the product. So we are in a strong seller's market as of December 2018. Average days on market, how long is it taking for homes to sell in Rio Rancho? Average days on market for those that have sold in the last 6 months was 16 days compared to those that are actively on the market. Those that are still actively on the market have an average days on market of 51. So what's the difference there? Why are the average days on market for those that have sold only 16 days and those that are still currently in active status on the market 51 days? What you need to really know about days on market, if your home has not gotten an offer in over 2 times the average days on market, which is a little over a month here, you need to make an adjustment to one of the first 4 steps in our strategic plan of selling homes. So there's something probably wrong with either your price, the condition of the home, staging of the home, or how your realtor is marketing the home. Those 4 things, if your average days on market is over 32 right now, there's probably something wrong with those first 4 steps in our 7-step strategic plan for home seller success. So check with your agent and see what you need to adjust about your price, condition, staging, or marketing. List price to sales price ratio. This is just a ratio that divides the list price that attracted the buyer to the home and got them to put an offer in on it compared to what the home actually closed for. So really what this answers, it answers 2 things. It answers for the seller, how much should I really expect to negotiate off of the list price of my home? The average list price to sales price ratio is 99%. So really there's only about 1% in negotiation room. And on the other side of the fence, buyers realize that buyers on average are only negotiating about 1% off the list price of homes currently, because it's a strong seller's market and there's a lot of demand for the properties right now. Sellers, a common misbelief is that if you want to get a certain amount out of your home, that you should ask for more than that in hopes to leave some room for negotiation. But to tell you quite frankly, that's a distraction and kind of a facade. Today's buyers are more educated than ever on what a home should sell for. And if you do not price your home correctly, you won't even attract buyers to get into the home to even potentially put an offer in on the home. And then to add to that, the average negotiation room for homes here in Rio Rancho right now is only 1% off of the list price of homes anyway. So you're doing yourself more damage than good by overpricing your home even slightly above what it's valued at in your CMA when your agent comes out with you. Absorption rate essentially says how many months would it take for the current buyer demand to absorb or purchase all the properties that are currently on the market. So if buyers are buying 100 homes a month in Rio Rancho and there was 100 homes, there would only be 1 month of supply in homes. Absorption rate is or months of supply of homes or inventory on the market is one of the main indicators that we look at when we're trying to decide, are we in a seller's market where sellers have more voice in negotiation over buyers? Are we in a buyer's market, or are we in a balanced market? So anything between 5 and 7 months of inventory is considered a balanced market. Both buyer and seller are on equal playing ground to negotiate over the price of the home. Anything under 5 months is a seller's market. Obviously, as it trails closer to that 0 number, it shows you how much stronger of a seller market it is. And anything over 7 months of inventory points to a buyer's market. And anything that goes higher than 7, obviously, it's more of a buyer's market, and buyers have more negotiation room in negotiating over terms and price of homes. Right now, currently, there's 2 months of inventory pointing towards a strong seller's market. If another home was not to come on the market today, and we continued with today's demand from the home buyers that are out there in Rio Rancho, we would be out of homes to sell in 2 months. Let's see. If you guys want to download this, I love this page here. You can kind of take a look at what price range your home is probably in, and it really gives a synopsis by price point in $50,000 increments of where you're at in the market. So you can see the $150,000 to $200,000 range is probably the hottest market in Rio Rancho, with 369 sales in the last 6 months. They're receiving about 99% of what they're asking for, and there's only 0.9 months of inventory in the market between 150 and 200. The second hottest point is the 2 to 250 mark. So if you've got a house between 150 and 250 in Rio Rancho, you have a product that has a lot of demand for it, and they're moving fairly quickly. You can see in this range, there's about 2 months of inventory. And really anything under about 400,000 in Rio Rancho is moving rather quickly. You can see as we get north of 400,000, inventory starts to increase a bit. We're at 6.8 months of inventory, more of a balanced market. And my face is in the way. Let me move that. You can see once you get north of 550, that's a strong buyer's market in 550. There's 15 months worth of inventory north of 550. This is kind of curious here, 650 to 700. There's only 3 months of inventory, pointing actually towards a seller's market there. But as you get north of 700, very strong buyer's market in Rio Rancho. Not a lot of demand for over 700,000 in Rio Rancho. There's 48 months of inventory. In other words, it's going to take 4 years at current buyer demand to even absorb what's on the market currently. So you're going to want to be aggressive if you're a seller in the 700 plus range to price your home aggressively and really compete for those few buyers that are looking for it. You can download this report down below if you have any questions on this, or you want to see how the current market has affected your home value in particular. go to rrhomevalues.com, fill out the form, and we'll send you an online home evaluation, or you can give me a shout directly for a more specific home value. If you're thinking about selling in the next three months or so, I'll come out and take a look. We'll give you some ideas on what to do, and most importantly, maybe what not to do to get your home prepped for the market, and exactly how much it would sell for in this market. Tony Legendre with Legendre Properties. Hope this helps. Don't hesitate if you need something. My phone number is 850-8130.